biggest piece of advice I could give to anyone. Go a little bit crazy if you want. Maybe you can try that way of budgeting, maybe it'll work for you, but they could be your best friend for life, which is so true. I mean, does anyone like the taste of vodka? I personally don't. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. So today we are back with another uni video. I did say in my last one that I'm going to do like a mini back to uni series. So this is the second video in that like a mini series. I'm going to put them all in a little back to uni playlist. So if you are going to uni this year, then hopefully that can be a little bit of help. So today is going to be like a general uni advice video. It's going to be all the things that I think are absolutely key that you need to know. This is basically going to be the video that I needed when I was going to uni. I am loving just filming a few uni videos. I'm also planning on doing a few uni fashion videos. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that fashion is one of my biggest interests. So I'm going to do a few like what to wear to uni videos. So if you don't want to miss those and all my other back to uni videos, then I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. And let's just get on with this one. So I've actually been organised today. I've actually got like a list of all the things I just think are crucial to know, and I've also asked my boyfriend for a second opinion of just like his key things for back to uni. I don't know if it will help having multiple opinions, but I just thought, you know what, he might have some advice to share, and he actually had some really good points. So the first thing, I feel like you would have heard this in every single uni video, but it's probably the biggest piece of advice I could give to anyone, is literally push yourself out your comfort zone. Like when you go, saying hi to all these new people. If you're anything like me, it probably will be a little bit of a push out of your comfort zone. I'm one of those people who's so confident when you know me, but to new people I'm like, what do I say? But honestly, you just have to push yourself out there, say hi to everyone, and just make an effort. If someone wants to go out for a coffee with you, say yes. If someone wants to go on a night out with you, say yes. Like literally just say yes to everything you can. Take advantage of all the opportunities you have, because Freshers Week goes quickly. The first few months goes so fast, and those opportunities are the most in Freshers Week, if that makes sense. The second thing I would say is join things. Sorry, this is really annoying me. Looking at my outfit, I feel like this would be a good back to uni outfit, so I feel like we'll have a few of these outfits in that video, but I mean, let's just stay focused on this one. Look at societies, look at clubs you can join. If you're into sports, there's like thousands of sports clubs you can join at literally every uni. Thousands could be an exaggeration. There's a lot. Anything you're interested in, uni probably has the society for it. I regret this so much. Like this is one of my biggest regrets at uni. I didn't really join anything. I did join them, but then I didn't go. You could meet people there that you would never have met otherwise. And if there isn't anything that already takes your fancy, just pick something random. You might find your new hobby for life. I did say I was going to do a whole video on budgeting, and I feel like I have a lot to say on it, but I'm going to just quickly do budgeting in like 30 seconds real quick. I feel like I'm pretty good at budgeting, I'm not gonna lie. I never went into my overdraft, not once. I really thought I was good before I went, but honestly I was absolutely fine, never found it a problem. One of my friends now was really good at budgeting, and she had a really good idea which I use for budgeting. I think I've mentioned it in a video before. But what I did is I didn't budget for Freshers Week. I would say Freshers Week happens once. Go a little bit crazy if you want. If you don't want to, don't, obviously. But I feel like Freshers Week only happens once. You don't want to be worrying about money. You don't want to be saying no to things. I would say save up for Freshers Week. Like take a little bit of extra money on top of your student loan. I've had a few questions on Instagram about how much money I actually spent in Freshers Week actually. And I have, honestly, I don't know. Like you obviously buy the tickets, you buy drinks in the club. I probably spent 150 to 200 pounds maybe, and that's on like just going out on events and stuff. You probably do spend more in Freshers Week than you do for the rest of your time at uni, because you're just doing everything. So I would say save up a little bit extra for Freshers Week and don't worry about budgeting then. But after Freshers Week, fully just budget then. So what I did was I looked at how much money I had left, divide that up by the weeks in the term and also the weeks in the holidays. Now this is how I did it. So for example, if you had, this isn't going to be right, but say if you had 15 weeks in term and you have 4 weeks off at the holidays, I would divide that sum of money by 19 weeks. This means that when you're in the holidays, you have the money extra if you do need some at Christmas or you need some at Easter. Like obviously that is still your money that you're going to be needing. But the reason I say do this is so that if you go over that bit that you save for the holidays, you're going to be able to like go back on, and it's going to be able to top you up instead of you topping up on your overdraft. So that is how I personally budgeted. It's worked literally amazing for me, and I actually didn't even need to go into the holiday bit, so I ended up spending that bit on a holiday to Tenerife. So I mean, maybe you can try that way of budgeting, maybe it'll work for you, but I think that personally is a good way. So I am going to try and cover like work, social life, everything in this video. So we have got a couple on like work. So I would say number one thing is don't over stress about your grades in the first month, in the first term even, because grades at uni are so different from grades at school. And also your first essay won't be miracles. You're not going to be making miracles in your first essay. You're probably not going to be getting a first in your first project and your first essay. Literally don't worry about it. Like, nobody knows what they're doing, I'm not going to lie. Some unis, like mine personally, did just throw you straight in with an essay, and obviously that isn't going to be your best essay ever, but it literally doesn't matter. So that'd be the next thing. Don't overstress yourself with like grades that you can't do it, because you'll get used to it, honestly, trust me. In the first 2 weeks I did worry about this. I was like, I'm not doing very well, like what am I going to do? I was trying to transfer courses, so I was like, I literally can't do it. But at the end of the year I ended up getting a first, so I mean, it does all work out in the end and you will get better as you go along. But uni is, it's a bit of a crazy thing when you first start uni. Like, the work's different, social life is different, everything's just different. So just give yourself some slack with the whole work front, because you'll be fine. Okay, the next thing I would say is try and go to the lectures that you can, but definitely go to the ones that aren't recorded. What I do when I start second year, for example, I went to every single lecture, I wouldn't miss any, just to figure out which of my lecturers recorded. Obviously I'm not gonna promote missing lectures. While going a night out and you know that your 9 AM is recorded, it's probably more productive for you to just watch that online. But if that 9 AM isn't recorded and you don't know, trust me, the lecturers don't care. There's no and those notes back. There's no doing anything about it. You've just missed it, so you have to just go back on your own, find things in textbooks, ask your friends. But I would say 100% go to all the ones that aren't recorded. If you do miss one that is recorded, make sure you catch up on it quickly. You don't want to end up with like 10 lectures that you've just missed that you're going to catch up on at some point, because trust me, it will build up. You will get to the Christmas holidays or the Easter holidays and be in a bit of a mess. So definitely just try and keep up if you can. But if you do want to go on and out and the lecture in the morning's recorded, I'm not saying I'm supporting that. I can't say I've not done that, so yeah. Okay, the next thing is don't overpack. So I took 1001 decorations. I was literally the one who had boxes full. I don't know how it fit in one car, I have no idea. That was literally a miracle. But just don't overpack the decorations. It makes your room messy. You can buy those things when you get there. Like, take a couple of things that feel homely and that is it. As I said, I'm a bit addicted to clothes, a bit addicted to fashion. You don't need to take clothes for every single season. You just don't. Like, why did I take swimming costumes, shorts, vest tops in September? Like, I don't understand why I did that. I have no idea. But my advice would be don't, because you don't have a lot of space there and you end up with drawers full of clothes that you literally will never touch. And a little tip here, most unis do release like a uni essentials list. So if you can get your hands on that list, that'll tell you everything that's already in the room, everything that's not in the room. For example, mine already came with a lamp. It had obviously the bed, the wardrobe space, but some maybe don't come with a lamp and you're going to need to take that, you know? Okay, now for a few night out tips. Freshers week, only buy the official freshers tickets, because otherwise you're going to be going to things that your friends aren't. Like, the official events for your uni is where everyone will be going. So if you've bought, I don't know, zoo party at Ink, you know, back to school at Pom Pom, and everyone else is at the official freshers, you're not going to be with anyone you know. You want to be going where your friends are going, basically. So only buy the official freshers tickets. Okay, the next thing is, for nights out, definitely take own brand vodka. I mean, does anyone like the taste of vodka? I personally don't. I would say just stock up on like things like that when you go to uni, because at the uni of Nottingham, the only shop on campus is the Co-op, and it's literally so overpriced. Like, it's just so overpriced. So taking things like that for the first couple of weeks is definitely a big help, as well as lemonade. In the Co-op, I'm pretty sure the lemonade was like £1.50. Quite expensive when you're a little bit of a student, when you can get it for 17p from Tesco. So I mean, we all know which one we'd rather have. I was the organised one. I did have like 10 bottles of lemonade in my room, but it kept me stocked up for the first few weeks and I was so happy I actually had that. Okay, so the next thing is only go on nights out on student nights unless it's like a special occasion. Like, for the first few weeks I only went out on student nights, and then I think randomly we went out on a Saturday night once and it was so much more expensive. Like, honestly, student nights are where the good prices are at. Everything's so much cheaper. You'll probably see so many more people you know, and I just wouldn't recommend going out on the weekend as much because it's just so expensive. Also, watch your shots in clubs. Like, I went to Ink one time, bought a shot, looked back at the bar, was gone. You need to be so careful. Obviously, it goes without saying, you need to be so careful on any night out with your drink. Watch it at all times. Like, if you could take anything away from this video, literally just keep watch of your drinks. Like, goes without saying. Okay, so the next thing is socialise. So in the first few weeks, everyone is in the same boat, everyone is willing to meet new people, and I would say just make as much effort with as many people as you possibly can, because you could be not talking to people that could be your best friends, you know. So definitely socialise as much as you can in the first few weeks. But as well, I feel like people kind of say in some of these videos sometimes, everyone's only willing to make friends in the first few weeks, blah blah blah. That is true to an extent, because I guess everyone has got their friends, but I would say particularly on your course, that's definitely not true. Like in second year, we had like a big switch around with our psychology group, and I met one of my best friends on my course in second year, and everyone was still willing to make friends. They're a random one. Register with the doctors, because if you don't, you literally can't go. So if you don't register with the doctors in your uni city, you literally have to go home, and even for like tablets, prescriptions, you have to be registered with the doctor to get those. So that is something I did in the first couple of weeks, which I was so happy about. But the only thing is, then when you come home again, you have to re-register with the one at home. So that is something that I didn't really know, that you had to like re-register. So basically when you're going back and forth from uni in the holidays and in term time, register with the doctors. Another tip, which is about asking for help. You don't talk a lot to the lecturer in the actual lectures at all, really. They're basically talking at you. It's information coming at you, not back and forth, if that makes sense. But make sure you email if you need help. Honestly, the first few weeks I didn't send any emails to any lecturers. If I didn't get anything, I just thought, well, I don't get it. Honestly, in exam season, the amount of emails I've sent back and forth, the amount of posts I've put on the forum, do everything you can to get the help you need. I literally just push for it. If they haven't answered your email, send them an email again, go knock on their door, make the most of the money you're paying for uni, and go ask for help. Okay, and like I said, I did ask my boyfriend what he would say were his top tips for freshers. So I thought, you know what, let's bring it to the floor, ask him, see what advice he'd give. So first thing he said was, leave your door open when you first move in, because then like people know you're approachable and you can get to know people that way, which is so true. I forgot about that. And then also go to social common rooms as much as you can to find people. The chance you won't see them again, but they could be your best friend for life, which is so true. So yeah, I felt those are also really good tips which I didn't mention, so that was actually really helpful. So thanks to him for just adding something to the table. Oh, another thing, I've had a few messages about what textbooks to get. I didn't buy any textbooks personally before I got there, and I would just say wait till you get there, because some of them will be in the library, some of them will be online, and they will tell you which ones you need, which ones you don't need. So you don't want to go buying loads of textbooks because they're expensive. I think I only bought 3 books for first year and second year, and the rest of them were online. So you don't want to be wasting your money. Some of these textbooks are like £100, like what? But if you do have any questions specifically about psychology, I can send you the recommendations for books that I found really helpful. But for other courses, obviously I have no idea. So I would say in general, just leave it till you get there. Those are the things that I feel like are absolutely key, my absolute top tips for like going to university, for getting prepared for back to university. I feel like those are the things I wish I knew before I went. So hopefully this has helped some of you. If it did help, definitely leave me a comment down below of what you found helpful, and also any other back to uni videos that you want me to film. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some fashion back to uni videos, so if you're a bit like, what do I wear to uni? I know I was really stressed about this before I went. It's really nothing to stress about. I was like, what do you wear to lectures? Like, what do you wear on nights out? So I'm going to be doing some videos like that, so if you don't want to miss those, then definitely stick around and subscribe. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!